Welcome to the Texas Cannabis Collective weekly update for the week of June 4th, 2022. I'm Jesse Williams. Lone Star Collective and Texas Cannabis Collective updates are sponsored by Oak Cliff Cultivators. Oak Cliff focuses on quality assurance with their hemp products. For more information, visit oakcliffcultivators.com. Support also comes from Thrive Apothecary. Thrive Apothecary is doctor-approved CBD. Thrive also provides cannabis clinician appointments. For more information, visit thrivetx.com. And the Texas Hemp Federation. The Texas Hemp Federation is fighting to make sure every hemp business in the state of Texas gets their fair shake under the Texas law. Helping with providing legal means, the Federation helps those at a disadvantage play on a level playing field. For more information and to donate to their cause, visit texashempfederation.com. This week in cannabis news, Quest diagnostic results were analyzed and showed that the average positive rates across the nation had gone up to include marijuana. For marijuana, an increase of 20.3% was observed between 2021 and 2020, and an increase of 68.2% between the 5 years of 2017 and 2021. Part of the problem is seen is that some people are saying that they are failing a marijuana test after not consuming marijuana, that they are failing for using legally purchased CBD products. CBD products legally purchased in Texas under state and federal law. As well, part of the issue may stem from the fact that currently, Delta-8 THC falls under the legal branch of hemp when it is hemp-derived. The issue is that a drug test does not test for specific isomers from THC, but the metabolites that the body produces after consuming THC. All of these THC isomers result in the same metabolite being produced and a failing drug test for employment screenings. Even products such as oils with low THC amounts can cause a failing of a drug test over time, and only pure isolates can reduce the likelihood of such failures. Texas did find itself below the national average when it came to positivity rates for marijuana. One area did stand out though on a zip code map provided. The Wichita Falls area had a higher than national average failure rate. This could likely be due to the city's proximity to the Oklahoma border, where a robust medical program is currently in place. A felony marijuana possession charge was dropped against a licensed hemp grower in Navarro County, as reported by Jacob Vaughn of the Dallas Observer. Hunter Robinson of Sky and Hobbs Organics had been facing a felony possession charge for over a year, despite never being in possession of marijuana. Early last June, a Navarro County Sheriff's Department raided the hemp farm operation under the notion that their business was not legal. The department continued the raid and pushed for prosecution even when the business presented all of the legal paperwork provided by the state and labs showing the business was legitimate and legal. The motion states, there is evidence to show that Robinson was in possession of marijuana that contained more than 0.3% concentration of tetrahydrocannabinol. However, there is insufficient evidence at this time to prove that Robinson intended to possess, produce, or distribute marijuana that contained more than 0.3% concentration of tetrahydrocannabinol. Robinson stated, "We have spent the last 365 days in dire legal jeopardy, and facing felony charges is like having a loaded gun to your head. There was absolutely no respite from the financial, reputational, and emotional impact on me and my partner. Worse, our families have been devastated. However, today we are beyond grateful that we are surrounded by a team of advocates who know the law and are passionate about helping industry stakeholders who are being unfairly targeted," Robinson stated. The two showed the officers their lab paperwork showing that they were within legal limits, but the county sheriff tested the material and it came back just barely over the limit. Even with that taking place, the Texas law carves out an exemption. The exemption allows for a bad grow to have a failing crop trashed and face no criminal penalties. The crops would have been tested at over 1% THC, and the growers found to be with evidence by the state that it was beyond negligence to face criminal penalties. Unfortunately though, this matter has cost the two men so much that they have been forced out of the industry for the foreseeable future. Mano Amiga, working with Ground Game Texas and the Texas Cannabis Collective, has reached the signature goal to put decriminalization on the ballot in November. Clearly, a substantial portion of the San Marcos electorate has spoken, and it is now the duty of the City Council to afford voters the opportunity to approve it at the ballot box in November. This is true democracy from the ground up, and I'm here for it, said Alyssa Garza, a San Marcos City Council member. Mano Amiga had informed Texas Cannabis Collective that as of their May 30th review, the organizers report they have independently verified 4,300 valid, unique signatures when the city charter only requires 4,182, or 1/10 of the amount of registered voters in the city. On the turn-in day, over 5,000 signatures had been verified, and approximately 11,000 were turned in to the city clerk. Mano Amiga reached this milestone by exploring various avenues to collect signatures to include block walks, campaigning on the Texas State campus, reaching out to veterans organizations, and local media outlets such as KZSM and the Texas Cannabis Collective. The group will be looking to get people in the town registered to vote for the upcoming election. I'm Jesse Williams, and that does it for this week of Cannabis Review News. To stay up to date, visit txcanico.com or just search for Texas Cannabis Collective and subscribe on our site to get updates. As well, search for the Lone Star Collective podcast to subscribe to our podcast on your favorite streaming service. Everybody have a great week and stay safe out there.